if God gave Solomon wisdom, then why did he have so many wives?
Well, it's a great question. And a person with wisdom can still make unwise choices because he's fallen. It's as simple as that. In fact, he was commanded, the kings were commanded not to multiply wives to themselves. And I think David had 6 or 7 or 8. I'm in 2 Samuel right now, and they keep adding up. I think the last count I had was 8. So between wives and concubines, that isn't what God had in mind. And we haven't got to Bathsheba yet. So that'll be another one. Or I haven't in my reading. So God told him not to do this. And one of the reasons why is especially when you marry foreign women for political purposes, you end up getting their gods with them. And so Solomon did this stupid thing. And by the way, he did not end well. Just FYI. Forget about the many wives. That is a problem. But he had other problems too. So he had all this wisdom given by God, and he still made very poor, not just poor choices, unwise choices. He made immoral choices. So I think what that shows us is the capability of everybody or anybody of making really bad decisions if they're not careful. If they're not obedient to the law or to God's commands, and or not. So that's the first thing. Well, basically, just you got to obey. That's part of wisdom. What we were just talking, fear of the Lord. The beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. All right, that's in the beginning of Proverbs. So, but then also in non-moral matters, just to consistently try to be smart. And I read Proverbs a lot because there's so much of Proverbs that applies to us on a regular basis. They're not promises, but they're smart. Don't be dumb. Do the smart thing. That's why we have Proverbs. And unfortunately and tragically, Solomon did not take his own advice on a lot of things.
Sin ruins everything, even a person's wisdom. It's just it's a testimony to the power of sin, the power of our own bad desires and rebellious desires against God and all those things. So our capabilities are not enough. Our sin will still find ways to corrupt all of our capabilities. Unfortunately, that's the case. Luckily, as Christians, we have the Holy Spirit to help put our sin to death, or we would be hopeless.